All right, what's up, everyone? You know who it is. It's BallietBran. Today, I just wanted to do a rather quick stream, right? I don't necessarily have a time precedent on this, but just wanted to give some people some information and kind of just go over some of the recent Hex news. So, without further ado, we got Crypto-E, and we got Van in the chat. I know it's kind of. One second, I gotta turn down my speaker. I know it's kind of last minute, but like I said, I didn't see anyone else streaming. And today I was just kind of feeling good and wanted to talk about the Hex prices and whatnot. So I guess without further ado, let me just play the 88-second intro real quick. Let everyone get a drink or some water or a bathroom break if they need to. And I'll be back in 88 seconds. We'll answer any questions that people have, talk about any topics that people have. And talk about the new all-time highs, right? How exciting is it that a penny used to be a goal for a lot of us OGs? We reached 2 pennies by the end of the year on the New Year's, and then it's like, okay, $1 is the next goal, right? 100x that, and so we're really close to $1. We're a lot closer than many people think, and so we'll look at the chart that I've had for a long time and talked about that. If it broke up this, it was probably gonna keep coiling upwards instead of going downwards. So 88 seconds, I'll see everyone, and we'll have a good time.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to like, be sure to share, be sure to comment. Yeah. Say hey. Say hey. Say hey. Say hey, yeah! Say hey, hey! Woo-hoo! Stake that hick, stake that hick. 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 Every time I look up, price went up. I go to the store, come back, price went up. Every time I look up, price went up. No matter what I do, price is still going up. Hell yeah. Ching, ching, motherfucker. Ching, ching. I am the book. Ching, ching, motherfucker. I just keep hitting jackpot after motherfucking jackpot. We still jackpot, bitch.
Thank you, Richard, for creating and founding the most amazing and disruptive financial technology cryptocurrency ever. Thank you, sir. And nice streams, Mr. BallietBran.
All right, so what's up, everyone? Hope everyone is having a very good day. Thank you, EO2 Davis, for the reminder. Got to get the the necessities covered, especially in the morning. So anyways, Bitcoin whole coiner, like the name, EO2. Speaking of which, I went shooting yesterday for the first time in like 6 months and put the target out 20 yards with just my pistol, and man, hit the center target, like the bullseye, like 3 or 4 times. I was pretty happy about that. So he's got a little target thing, which is cool. Renob, K-Sid, T-Shares, how you doing? Crypto Gains Club, what's up, Sig Hex? Hey, it was really nice to meet you. Let's see, who else we got? Sun Hat Man, okay. Steven Saunders says, what's up from Houston? Hey, I know we actually have a lot of, Texicans. Or Hexicans. Sweetheart Cindy, for anyone that missed it, I got, one of the clips, but there was obviously more than just that there that was worth watching. Motley Investor and Sweetheart Cindy did a Thursday or Friday stream. Anyways, really cool stream. I got, like I said, one clip of it, but anyways, go check it out, right? It's so cool to see people like herself and her husband, not only in the chat, but in the community, just people that are active, right? It's awesome to see new faces because it really just goes to show you that, hey, sure, the OGs have had success and that's awesome, but now we're just seeing that trickle down effect of everyone else that, got in early here and after a couple 100x or a couple 1000x that they're doing well. So bring out the golden chart. They've actually never even showed me the golden chart. I would really love to be. I've asked them about it, but I think they retired that night. So we'll see. People like to collude. Hex to $1. Yeah, Dan is totally right. So that's pretty much the point, right? Right now we're sitting at what are we at? 23.6 pennies. So it's freaking awesome. Maddie's going to have to do those cornrows a lot sooner than he was thinking. And actually, he had like a Vegas update stream with Tony, Team Money, and they were saying that like 25 cents is when he'll do it. And one of the people was guessing like by the end of the week. So whoever guessed that had a really good prediction. And I definitely think that maybe not by the end of the week, but I think they said like within a week, something like that. So that person's definitely accurate. But yeah, so to Dan's point, so 4.24 more X until we're at $1. And I know so many people, I was even telling my brothers about this, like, dude, look at this text message that I sent someone when Hex was a penny because they were interested in investing. Look at this text message that I sent them, telling them about Hex, explaining them Hex, and they either didn't respond or weren't interested. I talk to them now and it's like, hey, did you get into Hex? And nope. So I didn't used to, but yeah, now I post on like my Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. And every time like I post a photo, it's usually of the price chart, right? And I sent a message and I was like, this constant photo that I keep doing of higher prices is not going to get old once you become a Hexican. Because otherwise, it's like, why the hell is this kid, constantly posting, this Hex chart and what the hell are these green candles going up? But it's cool. A lot of people are really coming around. Even my girlfriend and her family, they didn't really get it at first, right? I had showed her Staker.app. She's got her stuff set up. But the numbers just didn't really make sense to her. And finally, like yesterday or the day before, it like clicked. And she's like, holy shnikes, for Christmas, I'm getting this much. And it's, a few days before Christmas. But anyways, for this, I'm getting this much. And then, for my birthday, that much. So I think it's really cool to have that opportunity as someone that's a giver to be able to, bless family members or friends. My brother's best friend, he's got a kid. I think he's like 2 now. But like a year ago, I set him up with some Hex stakes as well. And of course did, Quattro Cinco. But it's awesome, right? It's cool to have that cup overflow because I forget who said it, but like, it's no fun getting rich yourself, like if you're the only one that's rich and then now everyone around you is going to be pissed off because they're not in the same scenario. So if you can kind of, give someone that opportunity, at least it's not like you have to, the horse to water thing, right? It's not like you have to, beat it over the head like some people do with religion, but just tell them about it, introduce them a little bit. So that's all I want to say there. Yeah. So 89X until Hex is $21. I think once we hit $1, that's a major psychological number. And I posted this before, and Richard's talked about it before. That's where the 6.5 million X comes from. But Bitcoin used to be a penny, and it used to be sub penny. And people, like Richard had said, people would have thought you were silly or very stupid if you had said when Bitcoin was a penny that it could go up to $65,000 or that it could go up 6.5 million X. And lo and behold, it did that after 10 or 11 years, whatever it was. And so Hex is like under, it's almost 2 years old. And you see how many gains we've had so far, right? 4,000 something. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be cool to hit that 10,000X in 2.5 year milestone marker, which is what it was designed to do. And then, 20,000 and so on and so forth. And then I also think about it. This is like the scary thought, which is like, man, this is really reality. But then you take like the new millionaires and multimillionaires in Hex. And I mean, it doesn't take a math wizard to know that, a million times 1,000 is a billion. And so it's like, man, people that are new millionaires right now, say they just had $1 million and net worth or just dollars and it went up another 5,000X. Well, it's a lot of money. So I think a lot of billionaires are going to be made with Hex, as I've seen and witnessed a lot of millionaires and multimillionaires and just people getting out of their financial struggle, right? No one wants to work a job that they don't want to go to. At the end of the day, you want to be able to spend time with your loved ones and stuff like this, but the energy ain't free, the food ain't free. You got to be able to afford it somehow. And with the economical conditions that we're just living in currently, with just helicopter money and stimulus money and stuff like this, if you keep your money in the dollar, most likely you're just going to be diluted into oblivion, or you're not going to be able to get ahead like you would in the top appreciating asset of 2020 and 2021. So let's say what's up to the chat. Yeah, shout out to Joe Hexotic. He's actually the one that created that intro. I asked him. He said I could use it a long time ago. So I've been using that a while. Let's say what's up. Gang is all here. Let's go. Brian says, get some of Brand before a wedding. Crypto never sleeps. Yeah, that's awesome. It's cool. Like anymore, I don't really look at the chart a whole bunch, but this morning I woke up and I was like, holy shnikes, over 23 cents. And yesterday it was like 20 or something. So that's really cool. Ferrari? Yeah, sure. Don't know what he's talking about there. I know Richard was going to get a Ferrari. And we can go over that too. This is just going to be a chill stream. Let's see here. We're going to skip Kobe at 24 and head right for the Marshall Falk at 28. Totally. I know Kobe, but don't know who the other guys. Corey says, hey, Brand, just tapping in, visiting mom now. Hope all is well. The retired life has just begun. See, that's what I'm talking about. My mom lives maybe 90 minutes away from Seattle and Bellevue, where I live. And it's nice to be able to spend time with the loved ones or the girlfriend or just not have to be on someone else's schedule. I mean, at my job, I was waking up at 5 a.m. and luckily I was leaving at like 2:30, so it was just 8 hours, and I would rather get it done early in the morning. But the point is yeah, Hex definitely, if you're not getting funded out and if you're treating Hex how it's designed, which is supposed to be like a CD, then the ladders can really make that possible for people to achieve their dreams a lot sooner than they thought. I mean, who was it? I think it's Crypto Jim Rat or someone else. No, it's Joe Hexotic. Joe Hexotic was saying like, man, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, I was suicidal and this and that and almost homeless. And now he's like, doing well with Hex. And so it's so cool to see how quick your life can change when you have a, solid investment. What's up, Purple? I know we didn't get to chill much in Vegas, but appreciate you pulling in a couple favors then. And look forward to seeing you next time. Gypsy Lexi. Brand, any price predictions? You think 35 cents by yeah, I think $1 by end of year is possible. I mean, 35 cents, that's really close to where we're at now. I'll go over that in a second here. Hexander, what's up, man? How you doing? Saw you on Gerardo's stream last night. Shout out to Gerardo. Look into hex.com. Go check him out. Great guy. Brian says shooting is a great time. Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, like I said, I'd been able to go with my brother, and we actually found a club right next to to Bellevue where we go and stuff. So that was fun. And I guess you can shoot the rifles there too. So I'm looking forward to bringing mine and taking the rifles out. So cool bling and shirt. Thanks. Yeah, this is Crypto Styles USA. This was Shapeways. Like type in Google or go to Google, type in Shapeways, and then type in embossed, EMBOSSED. And then the other one, the PulseChain, same thing, Shapeways, PulseChain, something like that. Whoa. When I say we got hexagons all around the world, I'm not BSing. David Dawson says, what's up from Hyderabad, India? Hyderabad, India. Awesome, man. Happy to have you, my friend. Great to see you. Yeah, Sweetheart Cindy says it was so much fun. Yeah, and like I said, that might have been Thursday. But either way, it was on Motley stream. And then on Friday before Discord Syndicate, they had the Ladies of Hex. And I guess it's going to be like a weekly show now. So shout out to Sammy Chica. She was great and, has been a supporter for such a long time. And it's really cool to see the Ladies of Hex, right? We have so many. And obviously not all of them can make it to the stream at the same time. Everyone's got the schedules and stuff like this. But, yeah, we really have a lot of people, a lot of genuine people. And none of this is like people being paid by Richard Hart, I guess in a way it's that like, hey, Richard made a badass investment that is paying us, so we don't need to be paid. But, you see these other people like BitBoy or just a million other names that I don't want to even, repeat. But they get paid through either like selling courses or, shilling projects. And then the founders of those projects give them a kickback. And it's cool because hexagons are genuine, right? You look at people that don't have anything to gain from screwing you over. Like I'm spending my time here, could be doing other stuff, but hanging out with the hexagons, like I have no, and plus I have a track record, but a lot of us hexagons have have no intent or desire to do that, right? And so it really goes to show you the difference between the people that do it for like a career and as a living. It's disgusting too. Like here's the other thing I'll say. You look at their tweets and it's like, what top one altcoin do you think I should invest in for a quick 4 or 5x? Or, what's your hottest altcoin that you're investing in right now? And it's just not gate. It's bait engaging content. And, shout out to Motley because he's thought led on many of these things that I want to repeat and have repeated. But he mentioned instead of engaging on that specific person's thread, say it's BitBoy saying, what is your favorite crypto? Well, instead of on that tweet engaging in the comments, do the retweet, like the quote tweet, and then engage and say hex.com, PulseChain, stuff like that. Because that way it's not, it's not giving them what they want, but it's still giving them engagement, just not on their huge mega thread. Because you'll see people that are hating on Hex and like get like 300 or 400, not 300 or 400, but maybe 100 to 300 comments. And let's not give them, sorry about that, got a piece of hair. Let's not give them that, that advertisement and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, Sig. Yeah, it's quite the popular clip. I wonder why. Anyways, we love y'all. Love you too, guys. Moco Crypto. Man, these are some hard names to pronounce. Which is awesome because it's like, man, we got people all around. Chidozi. Is that an I? Chidozi Afia. The Mango Junkie. Oi, oi. Cornrows brought to you by Purple. Thank me later. Hell yeah, dude. Sandy, didn't see you, but Sandy, what's up? I got a super chat I need to read. Just want to say what's up to the chat. Actually, we'll do the super chat first. I think that's kind of more the priority. 1 second. Where is the super chat? And shout out to the 105 people watching, right? It's so cool to see the engagement because I think a lot of people, not only with the PulseChain, hyper growth that we've had, but people are just seeing that, hey, yeah, Hexicans, like I said, we're here to help you. And I was telling my brother yesterday, even the people that are getting in today, yesterday, last week, 100 days ago, sure, they didn't get in at the very beginning, which is fine. You're still in at the damn ground floor. But you got to listen to the content. You got to hear the mistakes that people were making. And, if you're like most smart people, you try not repeat those same mistakes and you can learn from those mistakes and then be able to have a net positive from that. So EO2 Davis says, keep up the positivity, brand from Sweetheart Cindy and I. Yeah, you guys rock. It's so cool to see the couples in Hex and just everyone in Hex, right? It's we've disproven the bot narrative, and I think that's very clear. And also just the I know Richard had talked about logos, copyright, and stuff like that, which it is, right? But that ain't stopping people, just because torrenting's illegal, that ain't stopping people from torrenting, right? So anyways, this was from Crypto Styles USA. Shout out to that guy. I need to talk to him. Give me a damn ref link, man. I'm promoting your stuff all the time. And maybe give me a free shirt every 20 that click on my link, something like that. Because I buy enough shirts from you, damn it. Dan Emmons says, Hex flips Bitcoin in a 6.84x. Yeah, it's kind of funny, too. A lot of people are like, oh, I haven't heard of Hex. And then most of them have kind of heard about crypto through other friends. And long story short, I saw a comment on Twitter that was like, man, I should have bought more Hex. Why didn't I buy more Hex? I should have bought Hex more cheaply. And, I look at the person's username and like in the header or like the profile page, I guess, it just said Bitcoin, #Bitcoin. It's like, yeah, people are waking up, right? That Bitcoin is not the end all be all that people are thinking. Hey, what's up? This is one of Crypto Kool-Aid's friends. So Sculpting and ZBrush, he does some really good work too. Definitely go check him out. Quite the artist, and it's cool that they got like a little amount of people that are skilled. So he says, my Hex is doing good. Yeah, that's so cool, man. Yeah, I've got coworkers that I retired from at my job that are like, Brand, why is Hex going up so high? And what do you suggest? And blah blah blah. And luckily they're staked. So it's like, just sit back and chill. It's kind of like what Markable had said for the Markable Thoughts had said for the sacrifice phase. Like his plan was just to stake and chill. I think that was what he said. Yeah. So stake and chill, or sorry, no, I'm saying stake, sacrifice and chill, right? For the sacrifice. And then also shout out to him as well, right? Him and Joe Hexotic had a stream very recently. And it was that experiencing hope through strength and recovery that Joe does. And it was really cool to hear some of Markable's backstory. I mean, I know Joe's really good at doing that and kind of hearing people that are sharing their vulnerable stories. And I love that, right? That just goes to show you, I'll remove the comment. That just goes to show you how real the community is, when people are experiencing things that the average Joe and normal people experience. So MK, what do you think Pulse will do? And is it too late to get into Hex? No, it's not too late to get into Hex. Think about this. So Bitcoin did 6.5 million X. It's actually more than that because it used to be under a penny. But Bitcoin used to be a penny, and then it went up to $65,000 at its most recent high, by the way, that Richard Hart called out. But in Hex, we're at like, what, 4,000 X, something like that? So imagine if you were to rewind time and Bitcoin had already done, say, 4,000 X. And you don't know it, but the future shows 4,000x out of 6.5 million X. Well, you're not even at the first 10,000x. Are you still late? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And that's one of the beautiful things about Hex is, we're not shilling it or recommending it to pump our bags. It's to help you, right? It's to help my girlfriend that doesn't know how to invest or doesn't know how to save and invest. But lo and behold, with Hex, she's been able to do well. And same thing with my parents, they're like 58, stuff like that, getting closer toward their late 50s, and they don't have a retirement. And so it's cool to, definitely cool to be able to do that, help people out. Do I still have to get a tattoo and make an appearance if we hit $1? I'm getting nervous. Yes, you do. And now that you commented on that, it's there forever. So no excuses. Smash the likes, amazing feeling. Yeah, Hex flips Ethereum in at 2.84x. Yeah, that's exciting, man. When you have like the London fork, right, that happened. No. Anyways, yeah, you had the London fork. I think we had EIP 1559. So anyways, you had that happen, and it was never supposed to like reduce the fees to my knowledge. But the point is you have people that thought that, and now they're like, oh my God, like, this network is still unusable. NFTs are still so expensive to mint, or my Hex that is a year long is, with all this Gwei is super expensive to end stake. So PulseChain is definitely going to really help reduce Ethereum's fees. And I think that's super exciting. Hey, what's up, Baggio? Shout out to the 146 people watching. That's really awesome. If you're new, please subscribe, like, all that good stuff if you want. And I do streams weekly on Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This one's kind of just like a one-off stream because I was excited about the price, which we'll get into in a couple minutes. And then Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, myself, Motley Crypto, Wave 3 TV, and Dollar Cost. Am I missing someone else? And Dollar Cost Crypto Coffee, of course. Crypto Coffee do a stream. I didn't get the memo, but I guess it got changed to 3 hours earlier on the last stream. I told them, like, dude, you guys need to get your damn schedule right, and let's stick to this, because this whole 3 hours early confuses everyone, and it doesn't abide by what Hexologist has given me for best advice, which is stick to a damn schedule and remain consistent. Because, not to complain too much, but I had a stream with Black Hexagon with Kevin Conway that's made multiple songs, and I was able to miss a lot of the Nights of Crypto because they had scheduled it early. So just a suggestion for people in general, if you're going to schedule something, stay consistent. I get, if one-off things happen here, but don't tell us 3 hours in advance that you want to do it 3 hours early. That's my only thing with that. Because I still got to join, but it was like the last 15 minutes. So anyways, we do that every week. Supposed to be Wednesday at 7 p.m. You better believe when I'm hosting it, it's going to be on time. So anyways, let's say what's up to the chat. The dollar is about to rug. Yeah, I mean, we literally do have that helicopter money, and it's crazy. I mean, people are wondering like, I thought the real estate market was going to go down, or I thought the stocks were going to go down. But like Richard talks about, when their pair is against the dollar and the dollar is just being inflated to oblivion, then it could still go up, even though if you were to compare it with something else that might be more stable and realistic, it would be going down. So Hope that makes sense. Hit the like button, guys. You got this. Thank you. DeFi and NFT world. When is the snapshot for PulseChain? No one knows yet. How long will Hex fly? Is it go $1 this month or 50 cents? So even though I have a crystal ball, no one knows the answers, right? I mean, right now when we're looking at the price, let's just take a look real quick here. So this is just daily. I mean, we're at 23.69, call it 23.7 cents, but yeah, I mean, we've had pretty solid performance this month. I mean, you look at this, just like monthly candles are like a damn stairway to heaven, and we're actually, someone had mentioned this, and Richard had actually mentioned this a long time ago too, but we really are in a upward parabola. And as a parabola, how it goes, it just gets more steep until it just gets vertical, and I really think that that's going to happen with Hex, and things like PulseChain and whatnot can be a huge catalyst. So that's a little chart right there. I've had this for a while now, but yeah, I've mentioned multiple times that we're kind of touching up here, kind of touched up here, broke back down, broke back up. But the point is once we did it again, we would probably solidify and then have this kind of something up here be kind of like the new range. So that's pretty much all I got for the chart right this second. As far as your question goes, I have no idea. I mean, I think honestly $1 by the end of the year is absolutely conservative. I think we could see $1 in like 3 months, but yeah, that's just my opinion. And at the end of the day, I really don't care. I'm already so set, and I know that's kind of like a cop-out answer because everyone else does care. But I would just say treat the product like it should be. Stake what you can, and just earn that interest every day. SigHex, Bran, what is going to be your first major purchase, HexFlex, with Hex Gains? I really haven't thought about this. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm kind of driving a little commuter car, and instead of the head gasket being blown, I had to replace the engine, which was like $4,600. As far as major stuff like that goes, honestly, man, I'm kind of, hey, I've been delaying gratification for 4,000x, right? Realize some profits here and there, but such small amounts relative to what the pie is. Anyways, I honestly don't know. I know Patrick, Crypto Sparbuch, Hexline, he got this badass bling chain. It's like the size of this one, which is not gold, and he got it maybe 1.5 to 1 3/4 size. So I thought that was awesome. It's got diamonds or some sort of gem in there that's pretty flashy. I really don't know. I mean, my living situation's good, both places. The car runs fine. I mean, if anything, because it's like selling Bitcoin at $10 and then having it go up to, say 1,000. I would hate to buy a Tesla or buy something nice, and then just have the price run away, or just, So even though I can, I'm kind of just being patient, and I really don't have a good answer for what I want to blow the money on. I already got a nice laptop. I mean, I do want to upgrade now that I'm retired, I do want to upgrade some of the streaming setup, and Joker and him and I are supposed to be doing a stream sometime soon. And I know he had offered me a long time ago, Bran, I'll help you with OBS. You can coordinate it with StreamYard. And we've both just been really busy, more so myself. So I just need to hit him up on that. So not too much. I mean, just kind of enjoying life is my HexFlex. But, spending time with the people I love, my mom, my dad, the girlfriend, the brothers. But yeah, I'll think about something. We'll definitely do something. Oh, Seattle, I'm in NID. I got no idea where that is, man. North Idaho, maybe? Okay, probably that's what he means. Okay, cool. Hex on the beach. Living in Seattle. Nice, bro. Me too. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, the girlfriend's down here in Seattle. Literally, I'm looking at the Puget Sound and, pretty much the pier and stuff like that next to the Ferris wheel. So that's cool. And then my place is just in Newcastle. This is crazy. I've been literally shaking in my gaming chair. I remember FOMOing at 2 cents after it rocketed up from 1 cent, thinking I was too late. Turns out I wasn't. That's awesome, Fortnite King. And I feel like I remember seeing you before. I had posted a video that I did. I don't even know when it was. Maybe it was a year ago in August. But The price of Hex was like 1.3 cents then, and I had told the people about it. But like I said, I'm not like gonna try and like just because I believe in it and it works for me and have had success doesn't mean other people want to just hear about that all day. So some people will be receptive, some people won't, and kind of just got to be acceptant of that at the end of the day. We got 166 people watching. Shout out that dodgy guy. Good morning from New Zealand. Awesome, man. Yeah, that is one thing I do plan to do. Hopefully once some other BS fixes itself, un-Fs itself. But I would love to travel. I would love to travel. I was telling, who was I telling? Oh, I was telling my old boss that I got her into Hex. She was like into crypto and she's like, what's this Hex? Anyways, got her into Hex maybe at like 3 or 4 pennies. And anyway, she was at like, I think like the Orlando studio, but would love to, do something similar to what Patrick and Alan are doing, A-Bit, but not exactly. I don't want to commit to that much time away from the GF. But yeah, I would love to go visit Florida, say what's up to Rackham, Overwatch, and just all the Hexicans around there. There's a lot of Hexicans in Florida or that area that I would just love to see. Pulse Doge, what's up, man? I like your graphics. That Doji guy. Love your content, bro. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, everyone's kind of got their own niche. I mean, niche. Gerardo's amazing at charts. Wales is great at charts. Wales also has a super extensive background, not only in history and politics, but just life. And anyways, yeah, I've always kind of just talked with the camera and tried to answer questions and stuff. Downhill swimmer. Every purchase I made in Hex was never too late. Yeah, same here, right? Even the people, I had like a little bit of liquid USDC, not a whole bunch, but a smidge, at like 13 cents, something like that. I was like, oh my God, didn't even know this was here, so swap that for Hex, and awesome to see that it's doing well. I mean, it's obviously something that I hold a large supply of. BallietBran, cats person or dog person? Not a fan of cats at all. I'm not. I like dogs. Not that I don't like cats, but cats are so independent and they don't need you, And, sometimes I'd go and try and give affection, pet a little cat and it hiss at me. So it's like, all right, well, F you too. But dogs, it's like, they're wagging their tails and they want to be with you and, they'll sit down and, be pet and stuff. So I've always liked dogs. There's just more of a connection there. Cats are just kind of, you could leave the house for like 3 days, which is some cat food and stuff like that, and they wouldn't even notice that you're gone. There's exceptions, but there just doesn't seem to be. I like dogs. I've grown up with dogs since I was like 2. So Doge is the real pandemic. Yeah, and it's disgusting actually. I see trading advertisements for like eToro and Robinhood, and they got like a photo of Doge, and it's it's just people need to do a little bit more research before putting their hard-earned money into that kind of stuff. Because a lot of it's like not even you holding your own private keys. Like you're on an exchange, which the exchange holds the private keys, and then if they get hacked or if they get a cease and desist or just anything else, then you're pretty much screwed. So that's why they say not your keys, not your crypto. It's really important for Hexicans to take, and anyone else, but take your security seriously now because, I know a lot of people didn't think, a few thousand of Hex was much in the beginning. So, I just got it on a paper wallet or just got it on this. But it doesn't take much time for it to be, okay, we'll take a look. Doesn't take much time for it to be, millions. And so definitely take the security seriously at the beginning. And because it's just like with cooking and stuff, like with salt or with anything else, you can always add some, but you can never subtract it, right? And especially with stuff that's like too salty, like food, it's like, yeah, you don't want to, you just want to be smart with security. Richard said, charts are pointed to $100. I think that's the first time I've heard him predict the price. No, he's mentioned that before. Yeah, he's definitely mentioned that before. He's had a couple of tweets like, what good is 10 cents on its way to $10 and $100? So yeah, I definitely agree. Okay, cool. Comments just skipped. Not going to be able to get to everyone because I got like 166 people watching, but let's say what's up. Let's say what's up right quick. Yeah, you know, the beautiful thing is, oh yeah, Access to Live. Hey, how you doing, bro? It's nice to meet you, man. I liked talking with you. Sensei Dozy, what's up, Balliet? Great stream so far. Came in a little bit late, better than ever. Totally, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out on a Saturday, right? The prices are looking good. Let's actually do something else. So, actually, I'll just tell you the URL in a second here. We're gonna look at the price of a T-share real quick. Okay, so this says apphex.win/charts, but you can go to that, or you can go to graph, graphex.rocks, ROCKS. And let's just do a little refresh just for good measure. Why not? And so we got the price of one T-share, which is going to tell me how much hex. Anyway, so we got the price for a T-share in dollar is $4,381. Now here's the cool thing, right? Here's where the rubber really meets the road. So when we go to nomics.com, which is the website you should be using for accurate data, the beautiful thing about Nomics is and I'll remove the comment here, they pull from the on-chain data, right? And so you got companies like CoinMarketCap that are literally fraudulent. And, you know, the reason that they're fraudulent is they claim, yeah, we'll just leave it up there. They claim to have honest and transparent data, but not only are they gatekeeping hex where it should be, but just so many other projects that are being gatekept as well, right? And that they have, you know, clearly a benefit of doing that for. So, and I don't know if I can say, but yeah, there was the lawsuit, you know, that had, oh, fuck it, I'll say it. There was a lawsuit that was against CoinMarketCap, right? And I was told that the papers were officially served. So that was awesome. I know the last time I was talking with the person, obviously not going to say their name, but the last time I was talking with the person, you know, we had donated a little bit to get the funds, and then they wanted to kind of go through the process of, you know, making sure you have all your, you know, eggs in a row before doing your thing. So, okay, so let's get back to it, right? So sorry, $4,383 is the price of a T-share, and look at the price of Ethereum. You know, so 3,240. And so we can see that the price of a T-share is more expensive than Ethereum. And we've kind of had it flip before, but this is like significant, you know, 4,380 compared to 3,240. That's no chump change, you know. And you know, it's beautiful to see this, right? Just a little sea of red and to see hex, you know, the shining city on a hill, green as it should be. And Nomics has actually changed out their user interface a little bit and their design a little bit. And you can kind of see, you know, they've added the chart from TradingView and they just added, you know, they've always had this information. But anyways, go check it out, right? They've got a lot of cool data. And Clay does a really good job of representing the data in an honest and transparent way. So I really think that that's awesome. Anyone else find it hard to stay motivated at their job and career with all these gains? Yeah, dude. Before I quit, I had taken like a 2-week hiatus. I told them that it was like that I needed a paid leave of absence, or no, not paid leave of absence, that I was taking an unpaid leave of absence because, and this was a total lie, but said that, oh, you know, my family member's getting old. I don't want them to die without me seeing them. And in reality, it was just like 2 months to take off just to kind of get some stuff together, but also to comprehend these gains, man. When you take the shares that you have and multiply that by the payout per T-share, stuff like that, you look at some of these gains and they're pretty jaw dropping. And like Dan had said, 4.26x to $1, something like that. When we see these gains, it's like I said, it's really a possibility for people to see their dreams become reality, not just a dream. And not just wish that you could, you know, retire and that's the other thing too about retirement. Let me just finish it. So not just retire and stuff, but, you know, do what they want on their own time. And so I hear some people, like, when they think of retirement, they think of like literal retirement. They think of like, oh, you're just going to sit around and do nothing, because usually retirement's associated with like seniors and getting older and stuff. But yeah, I mean, retirement on my end is kind of just like, like I said earlier, not having to, wake up at 5 a.m, not have to be on someone else's clock and schedule and dime and do that. You can kind of do things at your own time. And to be retired like Richard at 23 or 24, or a lot of us Hexicans at very young ages, or just even earlier than you thought, then you have to have done something right? You had to have been successful with something. So, why not take that free time and use it to do more successful things, but do it on your own dime and not someone else's. Because I see a lot of people, man, like the job is just supposed to be, hey, get the money, have your necessities, and then live your life. But most people, their job is their life. And, you look at them and they're walking around like this and, like this and, forward shoulders from sitting down all day, or just being depressed because their boss is, giving them some crap and flack. And anyways, it's cool to not have that. Yeah, what's up, Sculpting? Let me get a sip of water real quick. All right, cool. So he says, 1 second here. I'm seriously considering leaving my gig as well to focus on myself. Thanks to Hex. That's awesome, man. That's so cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, Axis has a comment I'll get to in just a second. Let me make sure he's actually a mod. Got to make sure the people that should be mods are mods. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, Cindy and your husband, I got you guys too. So shout out to you guys for being active in the chat and always helping out. So what does he say? So Sig, it pisses you off when you realize how underpaid we all are. Yeah, I mean, when I was doing the math, like, not getting into specific details, but the annual interest was like 20 times more than what I made at my job. And anyways, it's just like, man, everyone's got their own lifestyle, their own expenses, if you have debt and stuff like that, and liabilities. But for me, it was almost more of a liability to be working there and not doing something myself. So yeah, Axis, he has some great news to announce. Shout out to the 170 people watching. I think that's getting close to the top. So what a amazing accomplishment. Thank you to all you watching, right? Because this wouldn't be done without you supporting and things like that. So anyways, Access Alive says, BallietBran, I guess I will announce it publicly that I left my job on Thursday. Retirement for me is a whole new chapter building and working in crypto. This is amazing. Shout out to you, man. That is awesome. I think that's it's an amazing feat, right? It's something that people always talk about, but most people, when they're talking about it, it's, you're usually hearing it through the grapevine, right? You're hearing it from your grandpa, from your parents. And usually what they did was like the traditional route, like, oh, and this is what I've said to people, like people that are young and in crypto, they just don't want to go that traditional route. But you're like, oh, get a job with a good company, go to college, work at the job for 40 years, do a 401k or a pension, and then just die, or not die, but then just retire at, I don't know, 65, 70 if you're lucky, and kind of, live the rest of your life doing whatever you want. But 65 and 70, that's not the time that I want to be retiring and then just living life. I want to do all that ahead of time. So said that to say that for Axis, shout out to you, man. That's awesome that you were able to do that. And we've just seen so many people. I mean, I think Corey had mentioned it, Corey, an investor. I mean, I know Motley, they had a really big stream for him. So shout out. I didn't get to join that because didn't realize how many people there was going to be. Oh my gosh. So when I see streams like that, like even Discord Syndicate lately, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. I would way rather have other people on than myself, But yeah, you're just seeing so many people retiring early, and if not, like, obviously everyone's in their own financial situations, but at least having more money than you thought you would, or having those goals be not necessarily in the rearview mirror, but like much closer than what you had thought. Okay, so this is going to be a tricky name to pronounce. 1 second, let me get to this real quick. Shout out to this person, 4.49 euros. So let me just zoom in so I can see a little bit better. Wayland Utani Xenomorph. Got to break it down into the syllables. I'm new here. I've got 200 worth of Hex. I'm guessing 200 euros. Is it too late? And can Trust Wallet get PHEX? I believe Trust Wallet can get PHEX. To be honest, I'm not too familiar with it, but I'm pretty sure they're like the Web 3.0 wallet, similar to MetaMask, where you can, have multiple chains and stuff like that, and kind of interact with more than just the sending and receive function. Maybe go into t.me/PulseChain.com, like PulseChain.com, but just PulseChain.com, and ask them. But yeah, 200 euros worth of hex. I mean, it's definitely not too late for the people that had, say, even 1,000, just as an example for easy math. For even the people that had $1,000 in hex, after the first 1,000x, 1,000 times 1,000, that's $1 million. So that's really cool. I think you're very early on. Someone else had actually asked that in the stream, and Bitcoin used to be a penny, and it used to be under a penny, but it used to be a penny, and then it went up to $65,000. So that's a 6.5 million X on return, 6.5 million fold. And so, if you look at Hex, which is designed to do that and then some, right now we're at, I need to look at the numbers, but we're at, let's just call it 4,000X, right? And so if you compare it to Bitcoin, but you just fast forward, you rewind time and you say, okay, Bitcoin did 6.5 million X, I'm sitting at 4,000X. Well, you're not even at your first 10,000 or 100,000 or million X. So there's just so much meat on the bone. I really don't think people comprehend how early we are. Like, even like I said, shared my stream from like a year ago, and the price was like 1.3 pennies. We're very early. We're still under $1. I think $1 really is going to be the catalyst for explosive growth. It's people have certain psychological numbers that they didn't want to buy at 0.0001, but they want to buy at $1 or 50 cents or 25 cents. So that's great. They can just buy higher, and it'll help you that got in earlier. Oh, hi, Cindy. Sorry, just playing the stream while getting my day started. Hey, don't apologize at all. I mean, anymore, look at this, 174 people. Sometimes I'll join some of the chats, and I'm going to miss some of these chats, but sometimes I'll join other people's streams and kind of join it a little bit late, 5 or 10 minutes late. And if I say hi, not saying anything bad, but if I say hi, there will be like 20 or 30 people that say hi to me. And especially if I'm just on mobile and kind of just lurking, sometimes I'll just lurk. But Axis says, BallietBran, show us some calculated examples on hexcalc.net. Examples of the growth. Honestly, dude, I don't even think I've ever used this. All right, yeah, sure, why not? Let me excuse the silence. Let me see what this is. So hexcalc.net. I feel like I've heard of this before, but just have never used it. Let's go to screen share. Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess this will kind of like help you calculate what the price of hex might be. Yeah, I mean, let's just use an example here. Let's take USD. We're gonna say that's the currency. Hex stake amount, I don't know. Let's just say 10,000 hex, something like that. And the number of days, 1 through 5,555. Why not? Let's just do 365. So 365 days from now. So a year from now. I mean, if I think we're going to be at least at $1, if not over, by the end of the year, then what do I think it's going to be by next August? I mean, let's just say, geez. Go for it. Let's just say 13 bucks. Okay, we got a whole lot of numbers here. Give me a second. This is my first time looking at this website. So what it's saying is if you were to do 365-day stake right now, it would end on day 1001. The stake amount was 10,000 hex at the current USD value of $2,364. With the staking bonuses and the T-shares, the projected earnings, if hex happens to be, say, $13 in a year from now, then the total would be $147,909.37. and you can see the ROI and APY there. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that's realistic, right? As I've said, people saw 1,000x in under a year, and say 1,000 turns into a million. Well, this is just taking 10,000 hex, which is worth $2,364, and multiplying it by a similar price growth, and 150,000 roughly. So that's awesome. Thank you, Axis, for showing me that. Hexcalc.net. So that's the link. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of this just because this is kind of like an impromptu stream anyway, so y'all can do that yourself. I'll leave the math to the other people. Kind of a cop-out answer, but at least I showed it. So Mix, aka J.A. Soul. What's up, man? 186 people watching. Shout out. So we got the Mango Junkie. Monday, I think I'm going to sell off the rest of my silver and gold. I'll tell you what. So Gary, Funding Jim, he has mentioned that. I also goes under Gifting You Hex. But anyways, he had a whole bunch, right? He was a gold and silver bug. And long story short, he had sold a lot of silver out of his vehicle and put it into Hex. And tell you what, that was maybe, at least a month ago, maybe 1 or 2 months ago. So just look at the price gains that he's had then. I personally did too. I had maybe like a couple thousand, not ounces, a couple $1,000s worth of silver, maybe 5 or 6 months ago that I had sold. And I kind of just realized, like, dude, this ain't doing nothing. It's been under a drawer for like years. So let me just sell it and actually get something that's going to appreciate. Silver ain't looking too good. Hey, what's up, Big Pep? Yeah, everyone should know this, but Big Pep does a Saturday morning stream every weekend, and I really like his takes. I really like his perspective, and the cool thing about him is he doesn't just cover Hex and in crypto. He covers some of the traditional market and just the markets in general, which I think is awesome, right? It's so cool that, hey, I might do my own thing, which is kind of just chatting with the camera in the chat, because what I like to do. But then other people are like really good. Like I said, people like Maddie Allen, Kareem, Wales, and then the guy that helped with Staker.app. Everyone kind of has their own thing with what they're good at. And shout out to Big Pep, right? He does a really good job. Go check out his stream. I was watching like maybe up to half of it before I decided, let me just do a little random stream. Yeah. I know he's a really busy guy, so I would love to have him on streams as well. Everyone's got their own schedule, right? Everyone's got their own schedule in their own life. But yeah, it would be awesome to see Big Pep on stream. I've talked with, Freddie Quotes, with Unwrecked Pirate, and then I feel like someone else. Oh yeah, Joker. Yeah, Joker. I'm looking forward to that. I've never, I have, but I would love to have him on for a solo stream. So got a few people lined up. Well, same thing with Crypto Bobcat. Him and I had to reschedule a stream that we were going to do. But yeah, so I don't do my streams like interviews with like a Joe Hexotic style. He's really good at being able to do that and relate to people like that. But for me, I just kind of want to hear more about, hey, how did they hear about crypto? How did they get Hex? Stuff like that. Oh, same thing with Lord Hex. That was the other guy that I was thinking of. That guy does a really good stream with Joe the other day. Peace out, sweetheart Cindy. Hope you're doing well. Susie Strunk. You are reading my mind. Love staking examples. You are awesome. Hey, you are awesome too, Susie. Thank you. Hex is about to take off. It really is. 23, call it 23.5. The pattern itself is very bullish on the charts. I posted just a little trading view chart the other day that was talking about the coiled spring analogy, right? And the tighter that damn spring gets, eventually that thing is going to like bounce and like uncoil type deal. And we just see it happening with Hex. There's traditional like trading and trendline stuff, but you see Hex kind of like following. This is kind of like a Miguelvo's analogy, dollar cost crypto. But anyway, so you kind of see the trajectory the Hex is on, right? It's following this certain line, this trend line, which is like a whatever kind of triangle, like ascending triangle type deal. Anyway, so you see it kind of bouncing up and down as I was showing you, and then you start to see it like the S curve that I was mentioning, just getting tighter and tighter. And as we know with the S curves, like it has a moment where, like right now, we seem to be like right here on the S curve, and we still have all of this. And then once this happens, like you're just going to have absolute insanity. You know, people that had talked bad about Hex are going to be FOMOing into it. Richard already has been having some amazing interviews, and he's filming right now a documentary that people are flying out to, not to see him, but they kind of met in a central location. But the point is Hex is not even viral yet. It's still very pre-viral. And the price, it's like I said, 25 cents, very psychological number. And especially once we pass 50, 75, and $1, I think a lot of the people that didn't call it legitimate are going to be, kind of mad that they didn't get in earlier. But better late than never type deal. Shoo. Let's see. Oh my God, Access Live, did you create this site? I got no idea. I'll have to respond to you. Me and the hubby heading out. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, you guys rock. It's really cool to see. Like I said, the couples and Hacks, and yeah, you guys rock. Love you, no homo. 2,500 Hex is 2,500 Hex is $600. A healthy wage for most. Totally, man. Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? When you look at the T-share, we can actually do that now because I feel like a lot of people don't. Well, not a lot of people, but some people wonder, like, what the hell is this T-share thing? Why is it so important? Let me just remove the comment for just a second. So let's see, what was I even trying to do? So, okay, so I guess we can see one T-share is $4,428. That actually isn't what I wanted to cover. I wanted to cover the daily payout per T-share, which yesterday was about 5.8. So we're going to take that 5.8 and multiply it by the price of Hex. So let me actually get into nomics, because that's where I should be at to kind of show people how it works. So because I know for a fact, because I was telling my girlfriend about it. But so yeah, let's just say 5.8 Hex, which is this number is dynamic. You know, it can go up and down depending on the percentage of stakers that are in Hex and, you know, a couple other factors. But as far as this goes, yesterday it was 5.8 Hex. What's the payout per T-share? So say you have 10 T-shares. Let's just say you have one T-share. Well, I guess that's, you know, just $1.37. But the point is this, right? Let's just say, you know, hey, you have 100 T-shares. Now we're going to multiply that by 1.3782. And this is per day. I don't think you can see my screen because I've got the calc on a different app. But the point is even at 100 T-shares at this same rate in the price, you're earning $137.82 a day. And, you know, the numbers get pretty damn insane for anyone, right? For anyone that's been in a decent amount of time and that actually staked, right? That's really what it comes down to. The not the only part, but that's really where the majority of people's gains come from. Not only did we have Hex, the price chart itself, be the top performing asset of 2020 and currently of 2021, but when you look at the price performance of the T-share, right? The T-share rate and the value, because it's gone from 60 cents to, what did we see? Like $4,300, something like that. So that's gone up even more than the US dollar price, which is really cool. Goes to show you how quick things can ramp up. So that's awesome. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to see all the comments. This isn't going to be too long of a stream. I don't want to spend too much of my day and, you know, your guys' time too. But we'll go maybe for another 5 or 10 minutes and just see if there's any questions here. Andrew Stollard, morning, Bran. You were too early for a Sunday in Melbourne. I know, dude. I didn't even plan on doing this stream, but I saw that no one else was streaming, and I was listening to Big Pep's stream, and I got excited looking at the charts. And anyways, just wanted to say, because I was debating, like, should I do like a little evergreen video type deal and do a little short spiel, or should I just hop on stream for a few and say what's up to everyone? My question, how Mitch was, this is confusing. My question, how Mitch was the ETH when it was, don't even know, you're going to have to, oh, okay. How much was the Ethereum market cap when it was 180? I don't know. You're going to have to ask someone else that wants to spend that time because I really don't. Michael J. Hexon, is it me or is it taking ages to deposit money on MetaMask from a European account? On average, it's 20 hours to deposit, extra fear of missing out. They don't really care about us. MJ voice. Is that a little Michael Jackson reference? Anyways, so oh yeah, we got Joe in the chat too. This guy is legit, man. He's got a big following, and him and Gerardo do some streams. But to this person's point, Richard Hart has announced probably like a month ago, so it's probably within like the next month, I would guess, just a guess, but that he's filed for an exchange that's going to be a European license. And the U.S. is a lot more tricky because each state is kind of like its own country type deal. But yeah, it's going to be easier for people to be able to deposit and interact, I would think, if it's what Richard Hart is behind. So anything Richard Hart is behind is trying to, make. He had a company called like Efficient Systems too, so to make things more efficient, right? But yeah, let's say what's up to Joe. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in the chat. It's good to see you, right? He's got quite the successful channel. Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok. I think he's got like over 1 million on TikTok. Anyways, got a lot. Joe Perry says, when do you think the snapshot date will be? Great streams, go Hex. That is the $1 million question, right? I know when Richard was initially talking about testnet, he was thinking, oh, it's going to be days away, and then we're going to have a month of testnets, and then the mainnet will launch once the developers have had enough time to build out the front end design for the testnet. So to answer your question, I mean, today is August 28th. Let's see, September, October. I mean, my guess, honestly, would probably be, and this is just a range, so I have no idea, but would probably be like sometime, I would guess, maybe between like October to November type deal. Like that's obviously like a 60-day range, but and who knows, it might not be before even the end of the year. And I sure hope that's not the case, right? But at the end of the day, Hex.com was delayed 8 months when Richard had to deal with the share rate, right? He had to become the most efficient when it comes to calculating the gas and the blocks for the end stakes. But my guess would be yeah. I mean, September would just be too early because I mean, Richard had mentioned that they need about a month to. He wants to give them a month, right? Everyone that's being forked over, he wants those developers to have a month to start building stuff, and so they can start building stuff too on the PulseChain side. My guess would be, yeah, anywhere from like October. I'm gonna change it. October to the end of the year would kind of be like my somewhat bullish guess right there. Because yeah, like I said, he was supposed to. They were supposed to launch the testnet like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he had mentioned that part of the testnet had like a hang, like something of it was hanging. I don't know what that means, but he's talked a little bit about it, and I'm hoping soon, man. I know everyone's excited. The thing that I'm grateful for, at least, is I've been through this rodeo once already. This isn't my first rodeo of it being delayed a little bit longer, and then also like Hex already has me set that I don't have to worry about like where's my damn money that I sacrificed, where's my copy of Hex. So that's just kind of my guess. I would say sometime between October and the end of the year. Fingers crossed on that, man. Fingers crossed, because whatever Richard does is going to be good, but sometimes it takes time to do things properly, especially when you realize that other people weren't doing it as properly. So that user, what did you think about Dev Kyle's explanation about the bridges? He had mentioned, yeah, that Richard had initially thought that like, oh, you could just have a bridge, kind of like an atomic swap that would be no admin key. And that's kind of like something that they're definitely working on, right? I've seen things in the Hex developer chat of at least one person that had mentioned that they had some stuff that was working successfully without admin keys, a bridge from Ethereum to Pulse without the admin keys. I really don't know. I really don't know. I know Richard, that's the last thing he wants to do. But if he had to do it for a short period of time, that it would be more secure than other stuff. But especially with all this talk about NFTs and admin keys and stuff like that, that's the last thing you want. But some things are a necessary evil. So I really don't know. Here's the thing I do know is, a lot of us are thinking like when snapshot, why admin keys and bridges. And I don't know all the details, but I know that people that are a lot smarter than me and Richard are working on it. So kind of just sitting back, it'll happen. It'll happen. And when it does, I think it'll be a lot better. Just like Hex, I think it'll be a lot better than any of us expected. And then you're going to have people that are like, man, these NFTs, they're so expensive on Ethereum that you can't even use them. Or if you do, it costs like a third in gas to even move it or claim it or create it. And you're just going to have this massive, not exodus, but just a lot more people using the Pulse network like Ethereum was back in the day. Because a lot of us Hexicans remember ending stakes that were a penny. To end the stake and to start the stake was a penny. To send was a penny. And it's actually pretty gross to think about, but I've got a clip on my YouTube channel. Patrick, Hex Lion, the guy with the new bling, got some dope diamonds. Anyways, he had mentioned that, this is just scary to think about, but that the price of the Ethereum gas, the gas that you pay to send, receive, all that, has gone up more than the Hex price. And when you think about that, it's like, oh my God, it really has gone up so much, So it's something to consider. And people like Vitalik, they're just sitting on their freaking thumbs all damn day. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's clearly focusing on weird little dances and shoving his thumb up there, focusing on politics and stuff like this. And anyways, someone like Richard's like, hey, dude, you said you were going to do something. You didn't. You've been delaying for the past 3 or 4 years. It's not really hard to fork Ethereum. People have done it successfully with BSC and stuff like that. And so I'm excited that Richard's behind it, because not only have Hexicans been getting shafted by their end stake fees and by the gas fees that they're having to pay, almost so much to the point where it's like diluting the ROI on the actual stake itself. So you definitely want to be, if you're staking now, you don't want to, I wouldn't be doing short stakes until PulseChain, and that's kind of when I would do that. Let's see, Dan. Hey, good to see you, man. By the way, I hope you're doing well. It's always good to see you, man. He says, pro tip: save at least half an Ethereum per 10 to 15 year stake you have in your wallet, or you may have some problems down the road with your high gas fees. Yeah, I've had that happen a couple of times, and then because I've thought about that too, and I had a few ETH kind of just sitting on the side, and then I converted it into Hex, and I just thought like, all right, well, when I do end my stake in a year, a couple years, 3 years, then I'll just swap some Hex for ETH, something like that, and then the value of Hex should have outpaced ETH, where I'm not having to hold on to ETH the whole time. But yeah, definitely something to think about, right? Not a lot of people have considered that. Yeah, the staking, the 10 to 15 year stakes, like that's going to be so prime and vital for PulseChain, because it's just going to be affordable. Like, miners are middlemen, and if you don't have to pay them, why would you? It's pretty much just like a tax, like an unwanted tax, and then you're getting shafted everywhere else. And then finally, after everything all said and done, now you've got your little bit of profit here that just got devalued and diluted by all these other middlemen. All right, we'll go for a few more minutes. Sam H, shout out to the 197. Man, we're almost at 200. That's really cool. Sam H says, market cap is basically a made-up number that crypto YouTubers talk about constantly. It is. Yeah, I know people that crap talk Hex, and they're like, oh, the market cap will never go over Bitcoin and blah, blah, blah. And I think with PulseChain, because market cap is circulating supply times the price, and we know that PulseChain, just like with Hex, as a majority of financial ownership within the OA and the sub addresses, but even still, it's got a circulating supply according to the websites. And so, yeah, Hex top 3 market cap, but with PulseChain, with its supply going to be in many trillions, yeah, I think people are going to really have to change their paradigm when like Pulse is number 1, Hex, which is Hex on Pulse, is number 2, and then maybe eHex is number 3, something like that, like we see right now. Hey, what's up, man? Hexius, let me see if I can actually share it on the screen. Okay, cool. Yeah, a Hexius man in the world. I'd love to see you, by the way. I know you've talked about the Kiev trip. I'll tell you what, dude, I'm going next year. That I clipped out the video, not to like steal someone's content. Gary has always mentioned that we could, but to show people that, hey, this can exist if you didn't watch Gary's full video. And I think it's important to, cross promote and cross share other people's stuff. Like that way you can see like the Cindy stream with Motley. And it's like, oh, I wouldn't have known had this clip not been here. And now I can go to the original one and see all the good stuff. Anyway, she says, my dog, I have a song I'll be sharing with you soon. Anyway, hope all is well, bro. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, feel free. Message me a couple of times, man, because when I fall asleep on airplane mode. And when I undo the airplane mode, I got a million notifications that I miss a lot of them. So message me at t.me/BallietBran. Go to twitter.com/BallietBran. Just message me multiple places because sometimes I'm not trying to ignore, but yeah, message me and you'll get the priority. Gas fees are sick. I had a $400 end stake yesterday. Dilemma: buy Hex despite gas fees and miss out on nice staked gains. Or, well, the thing is, it's kind of like what Johnny, John Lavelle, Johnny Chaos has mentioned, that when it comes to staking, sure, we talk about, hey, it's all about the T-shares and blah, blah, blah. But what works for one person doesn't work for the other, right? Someone might not want to stake. Someone might not give a crap about the T-shares. And they might just want to hold it liquid, right? Like, hey, if it already went up 4,000x, in its time since inception before staking, well, maybe that's just good enough for them. And I don't see why it wouldn't be, right? That's a lot of X. But so the point is yeah, especially on Ethereum, like personally, any new stakes that I'm doing, like first off, they're already many years out because my ladder is already set. But I would personally not be going under a year. When you look at the stakes and I would if I could recommend to my old self what to do from the future self, it would be not to have so many damn stakes. I've seen people, because they're staking ladders, right? And it's just pretty much a section of time that's consistent. And so whether I've seen people do weekly. So here's the things that I'd be too much. Weekly, monthly, and quarterly might be too much too. I've looked at some of my quarterly ones and that's cool. But for me, yeah, like biannual would probably be the absolute earliest if it was enough time, like maybe biannual from 3 to 5 years, something like that. But definitely look at the fees and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend doing too many stakes that might dilute the value of the T-share. If anything, I would personally be doing, shorter amounts of stakes that were more packed with T-shares. That way, you really get the most bang for your buck. And that way, when you end your stake, not having a million different gas fees to pay and calculate, because they are more expensive to end the stake than to start it, because the Ethereum network and that mining has to go through all of those days and it has to calculate and verify all of those days that you were staked to verify that, oh, this person actually does get the interest that's owed to them. All right. One or two last questions, and then I'm going to go hang out. Yeah, that was a dope chain. All right, let's scroll down to the very bottom. You need to tell me how to pronounce this. Duke, are you? Anyway, it says ETH gas fees are a part of Hex game theory. Learn to hold liquid short term and watch gas prices. Yeah, I definitely hold a liquid back. Heck, right now, my exact number is like 97% stake, 3% liquid. If I had an emergency or something like that, I could definitely accommodate whatever pretty much the cost was with that 3% if I had even needed to do that, which I don't. But yeah, being all 100% staked or just only doing stakes for 15 years might not be the most realistic, because you're going to get some major freaking FOMO. Think about it. If Bitcoin did 6.5 million X in about 10 years, something like that, and you got 15-year stakes, say if it goes over even its first million X, you're just going to be wanting to hit that end stake. But the problem is you're going to get absolutely nuked because of you not, committing to the time that you said you would. So yeah, I would rather not stake than stake for a time that I didn't think or that I knew I wasn't going to be able to fulfill. So don't stake just because it's the cool thing to do. Be mindful of when you're staking, and I don't know, just listen to other people and kind of take some of the information from them. And the best thing you can do is learn from people's mistakes. Hit the likes, y'all. Later, dude. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, that's going to be it. We're at 1 hour and 15 minutes anyways, so I'll try and get a couple clips out of this video that maybe other people that didn't see the stream can watch. But shout out to the 197 people was the max that I had seen. I think that's the most people I've ever seen on stream. So really appreciate all of you. Everyone does their own part, right? The people that are watching, the people that are commenting, and I just see more and more people becoming a part of the community. I mean, you look at El Hexidente, he recently started doing TikToks. He had, 10,000 freaking new followers in 2 weeks. What? Are you kidding me? So TikTok's a great platform. Whether you like it or not, that doesn't matter. The matter is how effective is it? And it's just like what Richard talked about with YouTube. Might not like it, might not like this and that, but God damn it, it's effective. So that's all I got. Thank you, everyone. I'll see everyone tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't really have anything planned with many people coming on or anything, so it might just be similar to this, but I'll definitely try and have a more laid out style of video in the word chat. I'll have some topics that I want to talk about and try and be better about the comment section. So yeah, viewer account up and to the right, Hornet, yep. Christian Dalby, thanks for the info, bro. Love your content. Hey, you too, man. All right, cool guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, everyone that's tuning in. We're all going to Saturn together, not just to the moon, but to Saturn. And up and to the right is where we're heading, and in a quite quick and fast way. So thanks, everyone. Ciao, Bran. All right, ciao, Baggio. Bye.